Well, hello, Missy. Well, hi. You want to come up? Hang on. Let me move this. Wait. Come on. There you go. There you go. Hi. Oh, hi. Hey, good morning. Oh, hi. Oh, hello. Good morning. You guys are up early. Well, Danielle is my time zone, but Tracy and Melissa are in a far away time zone. I'm great, Melissa. How are you doing? I have my knitting. I just only have one arm right now. So, Hello, Catherine. How are you all? How was your weekend? Oh my gosh. What? Oh, Tracy. Okay, so Tracy's also in a faraway time zone from me. And so is Ellen, actually. Hello. Welcome to Monday. Oh. So, hi. Yeah, that's my life. What's up, good girl? Yes, in Spain it's way later. So, what's that, like 6 hours later? Oh, yes. She is literally a love bug. You'd never know they found her on the street with puppies, just like a stick, um, so skinny because she's not mean or tough. She's so sweet, but bossy, aren't you? Yes, you're bossy to your brother. So what's going on? Like, did you all have a good? Hi. Yes. Did you all have a good weekend? She's so fun. You're a good girl. Yeah. Melissa said my weekend was good but sad. We had our yearly memorial. Oh, hello, Anne. How are you? Sorry, I'm just getting my lemonade. Oh, really, Trixie? Oh, did your sweet pup have an underbite? She's such a good dog. Last sleeve. Like, she's so sweet and nice, but pushy and bossy. But that's allowed here at our house. Oh, pocket toys. That's fun. This is my last chart, even. I'm pretty excited. I don't know where to put it, though. Guess right here. I literally just thought, well, I told you guys a while ago that I figured out an outside setup so I could like go pretty much anywhere in my house. I'm trying to think if there's anywhere I can't, but I can like move all around. And this is the first time I'm trying it because I had trouble figuring out one last step. And this morning, for some reason, I was like, I'm just going to go on YouTube and see if I can figure out how to do this last thing. And I found a video pretty quickly and I was like, why did I never think of that? I have to use an app that I used with my mom to do her like computer stuff for her, but it worked like a charm. I love it. I'm so happy. So I can take this anywhere, like our sun porch or whatever. Yeah, it is exciting. I'm excited just to start something new because I enjoyed knitting it a lot, but you know, by the time you get to the end, you're just ready for something new. Tracy said, I finished a spin that turned out so great. Seems like I'm spinning really fine these days. Yes, Melissa said, hello, Erica. Melissa said, the weather looks good today. It was 40 degrees last night. I woke up this morning and I was like, but it's like, I don't know, in the mid 60s at least now. So we're thankful. Very thankful. Okay. Let's see if I can knit color work and chit chat with you guys. It might be challenging. Oh, and also, we might get a visitor. You can see the feeders right behind me. And the female has been buzzing around trying to figure out if it's safe. So I think she'll probably come anytime. Oh, Erica, you work so much. Okay. It won't hurt if I make a mistake, Ellen. I'll just fix it. I've made so many already. Although this was not hard at all, this sweater. Hello, Susie. I think I told you guys my local yarn shop was sold, and the new owner has like crazy stocked it with so much stuff. It is probably 3 or 4 times the inventory that they had before. And so I picked this out from they're not online yet, but they will be, you guys. And you can get, this is Camper by Calburn Woolens, and it is so nice. It is gorgeous. Hello, Carol. I am knitting the dark academia sweater. Let me finish this needle. I'll show you. And I'm on the last sleeve. It makes it sound like there's like 8 sleeves, right? I'm on the last sleeve. But if this was Sleeve Island, my raft would be almost built to get me out of here. Let's see. That's the back. It's not blocked yet. It'll be prettier and like everything will settle into the stitches better once it's blocked, but I still love it already. You know, when you do color work, the yarn kind of holds its shape until you get it wet and block it. So it'll be better then. It is. It's so nice. I love it. I have a sweater made of Scout. Thanks, Carol. That I love. It's one of my favorites. So I was like, and Camper is just the skinnier version of Scout. Tracy said I started a new project with some Camper. It's a new yarn to me, but I think isn't it so nice, Tracy? Thank you, Tracy. Tracy B. We know a Tracy B here, so our next door neighbor. Our next door neighbors have an apartment in their house that was a mother-in-law apartment. And so the owner's Tracy K, and then they rented to a lady named Tracy B. So, oh, you're both Tracy B. Pew. Susie said, definitely gonna have to, yes. The Scout is like DK or worsted. I'm not sure what they call it. I love it. Did everybody have a good weekend? Did you do anything fun? Oh, and also don't forget to hit like if you can't. Oh, Tracy B goes, do you have another Tracy at work, Tracy Barger? It's hard when they're both your next door neighbor. Oh, I can hear her. We haven't seen babies yet, but they should be here soon. They should be flying soon. They're probably already hatched. Oh, Ellen, I'm sorry. Oh, she's hungry. Oh, Tracy, I don't think I knew that. That you had bees? Oh my gosh, I am so happy. Susie said my husband took all 5 of our kids to spend Saturday with his mom and sisters, and I got to do absolutely nothing in complete silence. So definitely a good day. That sounds so good. Okay, it's gone. She's gone. Oh my gosh, Ellen. Well, I hope you're taking something for electrolytes. Tracy said, yes, Tracy is so confusing, but oh, there's another Tracy G. I only have 3 months to go. 3 months. I remember you saying August, right? That is so exciting. Susie got a whole day to herself. I literally put that in my gratitude journal yesterday. It was like, what are you looking forward to? And I was like, a day to do nothing. Because it is so busy. Erica will understand. It is so busy this time of year. There's so much to get done in like a short time span. You know, we got to open the pool and get it all ready, get the whole yard straightened around, get the garden straightened around. I'm literally just about to plant the garden, which is kind of late. Not horrible for me. So I have been very busy. Tracy Bird said, we had 2 Tracys, but even when only one, the name stuck. It is catchy. I went to school, grew up with 2 other Trishas or Trishas. I went by Trisha when I was in high school, but I didn't like it. That was like what my family always just called me. So I was Trisha G. All the time. Hello. Is that Penny? Because Quilter, RV, I don't know what to call you. Just, I'm still working on getting my garden ready to plant too. I finished yesterday, so I am ready. And I have my tomatoes, my jalapenos. I have 2 kinds of tomatoes, but I need to get a couple more plants. Excuse me. And then I'm done. Okay, what am I doing? Oh, phew, that was right. Hello, Susan. How are you? I'm thinking you guys can probably hear the crickets in the woods. Susie said, I'm in Texas, planted the veg garden in February. I've been consistently harvesting for over a month. I am so jealous of that, Susie. You don't understand. She said, I've made 6 pints of pickles already. I'm excited to do pickles again this year. Although, I think I might need to change something in my recipe. Oh, good, you can hear them. In the woods, they never figure out it's daytime. No joke. They go all day. And like we're right next to the woods. I am jealous. Our pool is probably like 63 degrees. So I'm very jealous. Tracy said I want to learn how to make pickles and pickled onions. You know, I haven't thought about doing onions, but that is a good idea. When I was a kid, and probably still, my dad loved a drink called a Tanqueray Gibson. Well, it's not called a Tanqueray Gibson, it's called a Gibson. But he likes it with Tanqueray. And it's basically just a martini that has pickled onions in it instead of olives. Good morning, Robin. How are you? What's going on? Oh, I should have asked, how's the sound on this setup? Hello, Athena? I'm trying to figure out if I need a little Bluetooth mic. Erica said I did little pearl onions last year and they are delish with drinks. Plus, I love pickling. I will do jalapenos this year. I got a giant flat of jalapenos. The guy who bought the new yarn store, bought the old yarn store, whatever, has a huge garden and he has a big greenhouse and he starts like tons of seeds and he gave me all my plants that I've got so far. Oh, good. Thank you guys. Like I said, this is a brand new setup. It will only allow me to do the vertical live. Good, thank you. And but I'd like to be able to use it because I can move anywhere in the house really easily without moving like a laptop and all this extra stuff. So I'm just kind of like testing it out today. And you guys are getting to hear what my backyard sounds like. But like I said, we're still not in the pool. Normally we would have been by now. It just hasn't been very nice. Deb, hello. How are you? Also, are you getting chickens, Deb? What is that thing for? That cage that you posted on Facebook? I need to know. Inquiring/nosy minds. That sounds kind of cool, Erica. It is nice here today, Kim. I feel like I should knock wood because I'm scared. Our weather this spring has been pretty cold, except for 1 week where it was super warm. Hello, crafting enthusiast. Deb said oh my gosh, what? Deb, that is awesome. So I saw that Deb and or her husband, I'm not sure who built it, had built like a little, I guess, enclosure. And I was like, did they get chickens? And I'm super nosy. I want to know. Partly just because I want chickens and like I want everyone else to get them so that I can like, I don't know, enjoy them through you. What kind of ducks are they, Deb? Do you know? They're totally Chris's. I love it. Do they have babies somewhere or eggs? They are totally Chris's ducks. We named them Tony and Carmela. Well, you'll be glad to hear that this morning I had my hair in a ponytail and I have all this gray right here and right here. And I was like, well, you can just call me Polly. Wow, 50 chickens. I am jealous. Danielle said my son's kindergarten class hatched chickens and he loves them. Now all three kids and my husband are trying to convince me to get some. I think John would say yes if it wasn't for the fact that like it makes it harder to go away. You know what I mean? Um but some of you guys know that when he was a kid, I think he was probably like about 16-ish, his dad decided that he was going to buy like 120 chickens or 200 a crazy number of chickens. And John had to help take care of them and he's got some stories. Ooh, a turkey. I've heard that turkeys are kind of tricky because they're like sheep. Like they're actively trying to not survive. It's terrible. So Tracy's been spinning a lot. What's everybody's working on? Oh, more ducks in the family. Deb said, oh, wait. RV, 21 chickens, 2 dogs, 2 cats, and 1 giant Angora rabbit. Wow. We think mallards. I'm not sure. They are in my craft room in a big tote taking up space. We will hold them until they are big enough. Oh my gosh. Oh, they're babies now. Okay, 11 chickens with a big feeder and water. Oh my gosh. Good morning, Tina. Robin said I want a foster duck. I would call him Pete. I can't call him Pete. Pete's taken at our house. Yeah, Kim, I mean, our neighbors used to have chickens, but they were like free range and they had kids that would just older kids that would just come get the eggs or whatever when they were gone. So, but we don't have any kids close. 20 minutes is the closest. I'm sure our neighbors would do it. He's got John has some like chicken trauma. He's probably listening right now. Sorry, honey. Oh, the turkey hens need to be watched. Okay. Susie said my grandfather was attacked by his rooster once, and my grandmother told him he deserved it for fighting him. Oh, did he? Oh, no. Susie. I agree. He did deserve it. I'm sorry. I'm sure it wasn't too bad. But you know, you do make them meaner when you do that. Okay, just a Tom. There's tons of wild turkeys around here. Tons. Oops. One row at a time. Well, we have a big shed that we keep our lawnmower in. But it's one of those ones with like a big door in the middle and there's 2 sides that have slanted roofs and then there's a second floor above the middle part. And I'm like, we could just close off one of the sides of the lower part so easily for a little like chicken coop where they could go in at night. But I don't think it's ever going to happen. So I've pretty much abandoned my hope. Erica said I had a rooster once that hated me and I could go in the yard without protection. Oh, well, you couldn't go in the yard, I'm thinking. It happens a lot, Erica. Those roosters, they're not nice. Oh my gosh. Okay, your grandpa did, I don't know. 150 stitches is a lot. I don't know if he deserved that. That is terrible. But it makes him meaner. She said her grandpa had 150 stitches on his arms and was in the hospital for days. Tracy said I'm working on starting projects with my hand spun. 3 whips right now. I was intimidated at first, but I decided to just do it. I love it, Tracy. You know that that's my motto. And how do you feel? Like, do you have any of them going? Oh, okay, crafting. I don't know if that's what I should call you, but I'm going to. It's so easy to call them in. My husband does it all the time, then videos it and laughs. You mean call them into their where they're gonna roost overnight? Sorry, my hair is like blowing in the breeze. It's okay if we never have any. I mean, we do live close enough to a lot of people who have them that we can always get eggs or whatever if we want to. Athena said, I'm currently doing the Elizabeth Zimmerman sewn bind off on the bottom ribbing of a sweater. It's my first attempt with this method. It's taken a very long time, but looking nice so far. Okay, is that the one where you like go? How does it work again? I'm pretty sure I've done it. Hello, Leafland. Kim said I'm spinning my last skein for a night shift cowl, knitting another nebula top because the last one I made was so big, and I have a gray basic cardigan. I also started. Ooh, Tina's working on a 6-inch granny, 6-foot granny rectangle for my son's 19th birthday. Ooh, knitted cover sweater in the works. Yes, why not have a million? There's reasons why you do have a lot of projects at once. Literally, we talked about it yesterday. Deb said that's always my, though there are several, yes, people that sell eggs on the road we live on. Crafting said, sorry when he's working out in the oil. Oh, he calls in the wild turkey. Oh, I didn't know that. It's easy to call the wild ones. Excuse me. Purlwise 2 stitches, then knitwise 1 stitch. That's the bind off? Oh, I see. Yes. I'm sure it's going to be great, Tracy. How do you like actually working with your hand spun? Kim, I have one too. I still have one. She said, plus a sock project bag that I just keep in my car for appointments. Because it used to be like for school pickup. Sorry. But I still carry one. And I think you'd be surprised how often I need to take it out, even now, without school pickups and sports teams and dance practice. But yeah, I think it's good to have like a bunch of projects going at once because your brain power is not always the same. Oh, oh, I thought she was going to come eat. Darn it. Erica said I call the wild ones all the time. They're goofy. Do you have a turkey call or just do it like make the noise? Tracy said I'm a novice knitter, so working a new pattern is hard for me. Oh, I got it. Well, Tracy, if you need help, holler. Susie said crochet lace table runner, knit colorwork sweater for my husband, knit socks for my 5-year-old, crochet baby blanket for a friend, crochet grocery bags for the fun of it. I love that. Robin said, Tracy, I'm in a nursing facility and the housekeeper hates coming to my room. I have wool everywhere. Personally, I'm a bit, I don't know, it does suspicious of any crafter with a neat work area. Yes, you should be. Wow, just the hen noise. I guess I'll have to look it up. But when I walk these two, there is often like turkeys in the fields on the way to the park we like to go to. That's when you know you really live in the country. When you walk to a park and like turkeys and coyotes, and that's who you see. You don't just see squirrels or like cars. Deer, we've seen deer quite a few times. Oh, hit the like, you guys, if you don't mind. When I was a kid, my mom would always tell us, like, creative people are just messy because our brains work like that and it's okay. Well, she didn't say it was okay, but that's the part that I just add. Tracy said, same. I think crafting requires some mess, but it is worth it. 100%. Wookie said, we have chickens, ducks, peafowl, and guinea. Turkeys definitely don't like to live. See, that's what I've heard. Oh, hi, babes. Smash that thumb sounds weird. I knew he'd be listening. I'm sure he doesn't have time because he's at work, but he does have a good chicken story or two. Oh, Athena said, I usually have one project going because I'm too slow to see any progress. Otherwise, I do. I mean, that's fine. Oh, did you, Susie? Were they whitetail? Oh, that was two of them, wasn't it? Yay. I want them to get used to me because I want to be hand feeding them again this year. But I've been too busy because you have to sit still for a long time. Oh, shoot, I did make a mistake. I can fix it though. When you're trying to hand feed them, you have to sit still for a long time so they like feel safe with you. Trish, how did you do that? And that means I have to just like sit out here. It's a hummingbird, Athena. She's on the feeder behind me. But I guess you guys can't quite see it. Right over my other shoulder, there's a speaker on the wall because we have a like sound thing that comes out. It's all through the house, but it also comes out here. And some red sparrows built a nest and raised babies there. The babies are gone, but they all got like old enough and left. So we've had a fun time this year. I've had a fun time with the animals and stuff. But the hummingbirds fight over the food. Athena said that's awesome. I couldn't. Oh, is that the a diff? What language is it, Athena? Calibri. Tracy said, I was saying to my husband, I can't understand people who don't craft or have a hobby. Just this weekend, I was saying how I like this particular spoon in our like utensil thing, and John said, I bought that when I started brewing beer. And when we met and he told me that he like had hobbies, I was like, oh, he might work out because I do feel like you need a few hobbies. You know what I'm everyone needs something. What are you doing with your life otherwise? What are you doing? Okay, Athena. I didn't know that. thank you. There's a lot of Dutch people around here, so I've learned a lot of like Dutch words for random things, but I've never heard that one. Robin said, query, because of the new tariffs, I can no longer order wool from my favorite shops. Robin, where are you in the world? I look to just ordering from a shop I enjoy here in the US now that shop has announced they are going. I'm assuming she's going to say out of business. A whole row with no color work. And just curious if your favorite shops weren't in the US, because you said here in the US, where were they? Susie said my husband has told me he can't tell me when he might want to try a new craft because I'm too encouraging. You know what though? I am too. Although we have never really been interested in the same hobby at the same time, which is totally fine. Like, John is very encouraging always. I am finding that I finish so much stuff. Like, I don't know if I should get a booth at our local artisan market. Tracy said, right? Yeah, 100% Tracy. Um, I don't know if I should get a booth to try to sell, locally made stuff. They're so expensive. It's almost like you need to share it with a couple people. So, oh, leather and woodwork. I feel like woodwork goes really well with like spinning and knitting and weaving and all that stuff. But John has made beer like off and on kind of throughout the whole time that we've been together. He's made me hard cider because I do like that. But he's got a lot of hobbies. When we got together, he golfed a lot, but he has kind of given that up. Sorry. He's done paracord stuff. I mean, he's just, honestly, he's very crafty too. Robin said, business. Any suggestions for reasonable sources in the U.S.? I'm on disability, so I have to keep costs low. 2 are overseas, 1 in California. Um, I guess it depends on what you mean by reasonable. I do not buy any retail anymore, so I don't. Everything I buy is wholesale for my shop, so I don't actually know, Robin. But maybe some people here will have some suggestions. Tracy said, my husband's trouble is he doesn't have any indoor hobbies. So when the weather is horrible, he gets cranky. Tracy, your husband does the car thing, right? Susie, that is so cool. Tracy said, oh, wait. Tracy's came up twice. Deb said, I finished my pottery class and now joined for membership at the studio. I just need to quit my job or win the lottery now. Yes. I sent you a link to a cool pottery project. Susie said our son does paracord stuff. I'm trying to get him into macrame because it's so similar. Um, so Deb, that was a Dutch oven. I think that I said, and I wanted to ask you, but um, I got distracted. Was that fired like put together so that it would fit? Because she couldn't get it apart. I don't understand what happened, but it was very interesting. My name is Autumn, and I've been following you since you started your channel. I'm not always here, but I'm always around. Wow, really? Since I started my channel? Sorry, you guys. My allergies are crazy. No, my friend. Hello, Marie. Marie's at work. Hello, Lady Nichols. Oh, Susie said, Tracy, that's why my husband got into leather work. Oh, is that her or him? I can't tell. Girls are always more skittish. Yeah. She said it's an inside craft. Yes, the bread thing. Hello, Irini. How are you? Miss you too. I do still see your posts on Facebook, so I kind of feel like I'm still seeing you a little bit. Tracy said my husband just got a MIG welder. At least he can do that in the shop. Yes, he is into vintage cars. I remember you being like at car shows for the Sunday live sometimes when we did that every week. They have a big one here. Um, Not a big one. They have one here. A vintage car show with like a parade. I can't remember when they're doing it. July maybe? Marie said I'm jealous. It looks beautiful outside. That's where I want to be. I'm sorry, Marie. How long do you have to be at work? Okay, Trish, get yourself together. Ah, there we go. Is that right? Yep. I know, Irini. That's what my feeder's up for. Deb said I wasn't sure if it was a problem with the making or the baking. Well, okay, so, okay, thanks, honey. He said late July. Um, I've heard, okay, so if you have HBO, maybe they don't still have it available, but there's this show called The Great Pottery Throwdown. It was made in the UK, so maybe they can get it all the time. I don't know. And it's like 5 seasons, maybe. They talked a lot about being afraid that with the shrinkage during firing, things might not fit together. And I was like, did she fire that together to make sure it stayed fitting? And I was trying to figure it out. Anne said I come from a creative family. My mom knitted, sewed, and painted. My dad did woodworking and leather work. He also knitted and made quilts. Wow. And he built RC airplanes. I'm sorry. Marie, it's going to be nice this evening too, though. I promise. You're going to have a nice evening outside. Tina said sewing, crocheting, knitting, spinning, screen printing, vinyl stuffs, and probably more. I want to get more into making things from scratch and do a little more of that crunchy mom thing. Erica, right? I love it too. Oh my gosh, I love it. I was just thinking about trying to watch it over again from the beginning. Susie said my husband just sent me a video from work. They're cleaning the fire trucks and jamming to 90s hip hop. That doesn't sound too bad for a work day. Yes, because of your spinning and the drum carder, then knitting the yarn you spun. Hello, Jerry. How are you? It wasn't bad at all, Jerry. So I literally just go one row at a time on the pattern, and it's just 2 colors. So it wasn't as bad as it looks. Because you're only looking at one row. You know what I mean? Is it, Erica? Is it on HBO still? Is that where I can find it? I think it's time to watch it again. Once the lady from Dairy Girls, I don't know, she was the nun in Dairy Girls. I don't know her name. It'll come to me, I bet, though. She's Irish, obviously. It'll come to me. Once she started hosting, I was like, this show is a million times better. It was good before, but she's better. Oh my gosh, why can't I think of her name? Okay, good. Thank you, Erica, for telling me that. Deb, have you watched it? Deb's probably working. She doesn't have time for me and my nonsense. I can hear geese or something. I like Dairy Girls too, Athena. It really reminded me of being that age in that time, even though obviously I can't ever understand what it was like to be in Ireland at that time. Oh, thanks, Autumn. I'm glad. You're welcome. I know not everyone's thanking me when they say that, but right. What is her name? Gosh, I whatever. It'll come to me. Tracy said I gotta find. Yes. Do you have HBO, Tracy? It's just called The Great Pottery Throwdown, I think. They give them challenges, and then there's like two different judges by Erica. Um, then they have guest judges sometimes, and one of the judges too is like this like master potter, and he cries over and over when he sees really good work, or he's like super proud of the people that are on the show, and it's so sweet. Love it. Because I get it. Like when somebody achieves that thing that they wanted so bad and they worked for it and they got it, like I cry for them too. Anne said I've tried pottery several times and finally decided that I don't have mud skills. We took one date night class when we lived in Holland still. The art center there had like a class you could just go, and oh, is it on YouTube too? And you could just go for the evening and start throwing on wheels, and we both made stuff, but John like took to it like nothing. And right away we were like, should we get a wheel? But the problem is, I think a wheel isn't where it stops. You know, you have to then get a kiln, and that means you need a lot of other stuff. Okay, Susie says you can watch it there too. I did, Tina. We don't live there now. We moved in 2016. Um, I lived there from, my gosh, you guys, 1980. No, no, no. 1993 to 2018, 2016. Hello, Tole. I hope that's right. Oh, Andrea. Yes, that's right. I remember now. Thank you. Susie said my oldest took a sculpting class. Her favorite mediums are clay and wool felting. One of those is much more accessible for her than the other. I have a friend who is super creative, and she like sews all the time, and her felting is like the craziest sculpting I've ever seen in person in my life. It is amazing. I guess I've been doing a lot of different things lately because I don't normally knit color work this way. Ooh. That's it, Siobhan McSweeney. Thank you, Brittany. You're awesome. I was like, I know it's a traditional Irish first name. What is it? What is it? Is it Neve? No, it's not Neve. Tina said, I grew up in Zealand. Tina. I lived there from 1977 to 1992. 1993. What year is it? We moved there from like the Detroit area. Susie said she said she never understood the appeal of wool until she started felting. Now she's burning through my stash and I love it. If you're into sculpting, I can see how you might find wool and be like, this is amazing. We could have, Tina. I think, I mean, we probably did. Zealand's not very big. Yep. I went to school there, graduated from Zealand High School in 1992. It's a great place to grow up. Or it was a great place to grow up. I don't really know now. Andrea said I bought a Zoom Loom. Oh my gosh, I know. Okay, does anyone else have this? I would love to know if you have a Zoom Loom. My like forearm gets sore from the whole like forcing that big long needle through. Does anyone else have that, or am I doing something wrong? Ooh, that's Grant. He's the dad. Ooh. The dads come first, the papas, and find a food source. And then the mamas come, and then we get the baby. So anyway, that's Grant. You guys have met him now. They come back every year. Well, here's the thing, Irini, because she said, I love that you named them. How sweet. They are probably different ones every year, but we only really get one family that comes back. And it's probably that they were like born here and they come back. You know what I mean? Um, One of them was born here and then they find their partner and bring him back because every year I call them Grant and Eileen, even though it's probably different birds over and over. Tina said it's still great. All my husband's family is still there, hence why we go back up twice a year. Will be up in August. Well, Tina, I'll tell you that my one of my dreams that will never happen, and I have a few. Did I drop a stitch? What happened? No. Is that I could buy my childhood home and live in it again because it was an amazing house. And it was like a great neighborhood, and I just loved living there as a kid. So it's never going to happen, but it is a dream. I dream about the house all the time. Robin said, does anyone follow social media creators who have series? I enjoy Drew Talbert, Julian So, and Casey Dressler, and Rockstar just because. Susie said, yes, I follow Drew, Shauna, the mom, and Lo Haley. What's probably still there? The house is definitely still there if that's what we're talking about. I would like to restore it. Oh, it's still there. Definitely. To its 1977 glory. That means green and gold sculpted shag carpet in the family room. Which you probably can't even buy anymore. Oh, the house is there, yeah. Dr. Warple lives in it now. I just gave away where I used to live. It's on the corner of Lincoln and Woodlawn Court. And the crazy thing is, a doctor built it, and actually, it was 1977. We were looking for a house. We lived in Zealand already, so it was 1979. Oh, did you guys hear that? You had to have. And Lincoln and Wall. Where's Wall? It's a hawk. Anyway, it was a doctor and his wife and their three kids, and he passed away while the house was being built. So they never moved in. They sold it, and we got it brand new. But it was really sad. So they never lived in it. But it was a doctor also. Did I say that? That's what made me think of it. Lincoln and Wall. I don't remember where Wall was. Oh, Rhonda. Yes. I don't think she would appreciate that. Tina, it's a two-story house, white brick, and it had black wood trim, but now I think they've painted the wood a different color. I want to say it's like beige. Oh my word. It was really sad. I mean, I was so little, I don't think I understood until later what, how that had happened. And I can understand like that, the wife was like, we built this to live in it together. I don't want to do that now. So we did not have Harvest Gold appliances though. The kitchen was white and turquoise. It was different then. It's a very, well, it's really not as small as it was. It was like 5,000 people then. So it was really small. And it's extremely religious community, or it was. It's a dry community, or sorry, it's not anymore. It was a dry community. And when we were kids and we just moved there, my dad was outside in the yard with a beer. This is terrible. It's funny though. And one of our neighbors came over to give him a can cover thing, the insulated thing. And he goes, "Oh, I don't need that." And he's like, "You need it." And he's like, "No, I'm going to finish it before it gets warm. It's fine." And he's like, "No, you need this." So they learned. But it was a wonderful place to grow up. Rhonda, are you serious? Yes, there is a Reformed church on every corner. When we moved there, it was 5,000 people and 15 churches. And we went to a Reformed church. Oh, Grant. I can't believe so many Zealanders. It was really nice though. And it's changed a lot. Like it's a lot more um progressive now, I would say, than it was. And that can only be a good thing. To be more accepting and more progressive and uh I mean, Church Street does have three churches. I don't remember which ones they are, but I don't think they're all CRC. I think one of them's just Reformed. I think Second is just a Reformed church, not a CRC. Yep, Tulip Festival. I do not miss the Tulip Festival. Ugh. It is very fun and beautiful, but if you live there, it is not very fun. It's like you can't go anywhere. But we lived in Holland when we moved. So when I was 19 in 1993, I moved to like Holland Township. And then when after I got married, we bought a house in Holland and lived in Holland until John and I moved up here. in 2016. I don't know why I can't remember that. Oh, I danced, Tina. It was fun. That was a fun thing. You could get a letter. A varsity My varsity letter is in Dutch dance. And I think I have one in something else. But I don't remember what. It was nice. Oh no, Rhonda. I don't know it anymore. Anyway, it wouldn't be the same without the shoes, and I don't have those for sure. Morning, Mary. Oh yeah, I do remember Ten Harmsels. I was friends with and used to get my hair cut by Heidi Ten Harmsel, and I kind of knew Toby Ten Harmsel and Mike. Did I go out with a Ten Harmsel? I think I did. I can't remember his name. Is that bad? It was nothing serious. But yes, I know a lot. Mike's sister is my sister in law. That's confusing. Mike Ten Harmsel's sister is your sister in law. So she's married to your husband's brother? She's married to your brother. This is crazy. This is what they call, okay, nobody, all you watching, if you grow up in the Holland Zealand area of Michigan, oh my gosh, that's crazy. Tina, that's crazy. Um, this is called Dutch Bingo because it's a really small town. And exactly. So it's a really small town and everybody knows everybody. So you may not actually know the person, but you know like their brother, sister, uncle, cousin, and we call it Dutch Bingo. I've never heard of a term of that in any other part of the country. Okay, one more row and then I gotta go. I have to go to the post office. I have website orders packed up and in the car, and I need to drop them all off. And I actually have to drop some off at UPS as well today. So, ooh, I heard a siren. Okay, Rhonda, I will do that. Although it's going to be hard to see. Athena said it's funny how many Dutch things there are that I don't know about. Athena, it is the, I think, second largest flower festival in the US. It used to be that the Rose Bowl was the only bigger like thing that qualified as a flower festival that was bigger, but that could have changed. And back when I was really little, oh, Mary, that is so fun. I hope you get to start soon. My sister won. what's called Junior Miss, like a high school pageant thing. And that year, the Queen of the Netherlands visited Holland, Michigan, and she got to meet her. There's like pictures. It was just kind of neat. Oh, baton twirling. I love it. I always wanted to do that, but I don't think I had the skill. Like, I'm like clumsy, you know? Maybe it would have helped though. Oh, that's cool, Rhonda. And yes, we all dress up in the costumes. Not all, but Mary said my family could play Ferndale bingo. I have 51st cousins. Holy cow! The majority were raised in Ferndale. No matter what street or store or bar or where you were in, you would find someone you were related to. That is very common in those like areas. I love it. That's so cool. Do you do? We have Oneida bingo. Did I say it right, Robin? There are so many Danforths, Metoxins, and Pauluses. I don't know how to pronounce this. Well, and I'm not Dutch. We moved there, so I didn't really have that with my own family. Bye, Autumn. But you know, you knew somebody, so thanks you all for testing this with me. This new setup. I think it worked pretty great. Okay. So when we got out here, I was right here. So that's how much I got done while we were chit chatting. How long's it been? Just over an hour. Um, 10. Tina said we love where we are in Texas. It does have a West Michigan feel to it, but we do miss Zealand. Our older kids walk to school by themselves, meeting friends along the way. We walked everywhere. Zealand Bakery. Oh my gosh. I still go there. Well, I haven't the last few years, but I used to still drive down and get banquet for my son for Christmas because he loves it. And he is actually half Dutch because I married a Dutch boy. I hope you guys have a great rest of your Monday. Thank you for meeting Grant and Eileen. Ferndale, Michigan. I thought maybe. Oh, I thought so, Marie. Yeah. I knew you were in Michigan. I thought you were closer to the middle, but I do know Ferndale. My dad's in Livonia, so. And we have a kid in Madison Heights and a kid in, I can't remember exactly what suburb she's in now. Anne said, I'm so amazed you can do color work on DPNs. I can work with DPNs and I sort of do color work, but not at the same time. It's the same, Anne. Oh, it's exactly the same on a DPN. Oh my gosh, Marie, really? I hope you guys have a great Monday, though. And thanks for keeping me company. I'm getting so close. So, literally, all I have left is from here to here and then a cuff. So, I'm going to be done maybe today. I don't know. So, have a good day. I love you. Bye.